Okay, welcome back. This is another for sale video for a watch that is currently listed on my site. There's a link in the description below. Just go down there and you can click to view this watch there. I am not a watch photographer by any stretch of the imagination. I am terrible. After all these years of doing this, I'm still very bad at taking pictures. So I like these videos as a way to focus in on some details and to kind of show the watch in its natural state. Not in some posed set of just awful pictures, but hopefully this conveys a bit more of the condition and what you would see if you were to purchase this watch. So this is a very special diver. It's the third generation of the 150 meter professional divers from Seiko. It came after the Willard, of course, and it was a JDM version of that new case style that a lot of people call the Turtle. It's a 6306 7001 from 1978. And this watch came to me in a collection. I purchased the collection from an individual who had bought a few watches, had some watches, and I will not do quotes with my fingers, but serviced by a provider of vintage Seiko watches that I will not name in this video. But I was very surprised, to say the very least, at what was considered service. The crown had not been rebuilt. The seals were not new. You know, and I'm not going to talk about people's definition of what service means, but it's not my definition. When I service a watch, it receives the full treatment. New seals everywhere, new case back, new gaskets, new everything. Everything gets updated that needs to be replaced because it is old. So that means that the bezel gasket gets replaced, the case back gasket, the crowns get rebuilt. Either these are fairly straightforward to do, and they get a new gasket. The Willards, of course, and the 62 Mosses and the Slim Divers all get a rebuild, full mechanical disassembly and rebuild of that gasket, which is trapped inside that crown. This watch is a great runner. It already has extra jewels in the movement, so this is pretty special. This has diafix setting jewels in the bridges, which makes it quite nice. So those are captured cap jewels that keep the lubrication fixed in place. It's a higher jewel movement, so this is now a 23 jewel movement because I put jewels in the arbor ports, which effectively make these, last forever. I mean, if you service this watch and keep it in good shape, all of its Achilles heels have been taken care of. It's a fully jeweled movement. I mean, from top to bottom, every pivot has a jewel, which is very nice and not something that you get on the normal 17 jeweled 6309s. Regardless, it's a good watch, runs fantastically. I'm gonna take it off hacking here. So another aspect of these watches that was different was that you could make them hack. They have a hacking lever. Of course, English kanji day. Back to Red Sunday. Well, maybe we'll go to a fun day here. I like the look of Friday. There we go. And of course, quick set works all the way around. And then this crown screws down properly. It has the coarse crown, which is the earlier version. Bezel turns beautifully. Those are just really nice solid clicks. One other cool aspect of this watch is that it did come with the original Seiko GL strap. So that's really nice to see. You can see here, this is Seiko stainless steel Japan. I'm not certain that this was the one that came on the watch from the factory, but it is an original Seiko strap. It comes on a Uncle Seiko. I don't like wearing vintage straps. That's not a crack, it is a scrape. But still, these are susceptible to breakage. And, why risk dropping your watch when you can wear it on something that reproduces that effect? And lots of people like these on the NATO anyway. I like mine on a bracelet, but again, it's your preference. Great numbers, great value for money in terms of a watch that is guaranteed correct, you know, has a warranty. Just as an aside, you know, some folks will look at my prices and say, how can you charge that for that watch that I can find on eBay for half that price? Well, the reason is that you incur no risk. The watch you get is correct. I'm not selling you a watch that isn't right. And frankly, I stand behind my work, you know, and if there's any issue mechanically with this watch for the next year, you send it back to me, I fix it and send it back to you. There is no question asked. I don't warranty for water intrusion. That's just not something I can do. But if there's anything else that this watch needs, you are covered. And, you know, frankly, it's an old watch. So something that's 40 plus years old, it may need a little bit of, you know, a second look. I can't catch everything because, you know, frankly, these parts are old and this watch was used. So you're covered. And that means a lot, I think, to many. It may not mean much to some, but knowing that your watch is represented well, is serviced properly, and when I say serviced properly, I mean I'm going to do the things I said I did. You know, coming in with a crown gasket that looks like this is not a proper service for a watch. And, you know, I'm not going to disclose who sold this watch as serviced, or even serviced it for an individual and said that was done. That was not done properly. That is just slapping on a little extra grease and calling that sealed. That's not right. That means your watch is going to get wet. And I can't let things go like that. All right, rant over. Great watch. I hope you're in the market for a really good watch. Really good bones. It's a solid piece. Please let me know. Thanks for watching.